Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of our weekly crypto trading analysis. And today we are going to start with Bitcoin. So, as you remember, last week we were expecting that the price was going to find some resistance, some support down here, and then go back to like get some resistance at our weekly T3 indicator. But however, there's a completely different scenario right now that the price has painted. And even though the scenario from last week is still possible to happen, when I look at these two, let me try to looking at these two pin bars, from the last 2 weeks, it's very unlikely that the price is going to go back. It can happen, but it's very unlikely because when this type of price action happens, like double pin bars like these, it's very unlikely that the price is going to, really recover above it. I mean, if it recovers, it's good, but generally it's very unlikely. So let's try to examine what might happen in the coming weeks for Bitcoin and the crypto market in general. So my most likely scenario at the moment is, as you know, I always like to do my analysis on the longer time frames. When I look at the monthly chart, it doesn't look good because we are still, we have been painting these red candles for 3 months in a row, and we try to like bounce back with this February monthly candle. But as the month is drawing to an end, we might see like some kind of a rollover down towards our previous support, down here at the 30 to 39, 29K level. So let's go back to the weekly. So if this scenario happens, where we break this, actually this 39,000, this line is at $39,000 level. It's my pivot point I drew. Like it's just a point where the price connected most over the past. So I think that if the price breaks below this point, like the next level, obviously without much support, is the 30 to 29K level, where we had a lot of resistance, a lot of support here in the past. Yeah, that's for Bitcoin. And if you're interested in trading this market, you can short the market, but I'm not really a big fan of shorts in the market because crypto can surprise you at any time. So you try to short this market. It can be like the most likely scenario right now, but I'm not a big fan of doing that because the market can surprise you at any time. Yeah, this was for Bitcoin. For this week, for the coming week, you might expect a rollover, and if it doesn't happen, it might happen a little bit later, but that's the most likely scenario for at the moment, in my opinion. Looking at Ethereum, we have a similar scenario where we broke below the T3 here back in January, and we came back and found resistance at that T3 again, and we found these two red pin bars on the weekly. So a likely scenario is and I think on the monthly chart, Ethereum actually looks very dangerous because if I try to add a 50-month moving average, realize that if we break below this level and continue, like we might come to find the next support might be at the 50-month moving average, which is at 1,000 and few dollars level, $1,100 level, which actually matches with this previous all-time high for Ethereum back at the beginning of 2018. So I really think that if the price is to have a rollover, then and a spurge, then we might expect that Ethereum might really really have a big downturn. That's how many percent? Let me check. That's about 60, yeah, 60, 61% to the downside, and it's very dangerous if this happens. So we have to keep our eyes open for Ethereum and other altcoins as well. But potential downside in the next coming weeks and months, potentially. Looking at the economy with the S&P 500, as I was saying, you remember last week I was saying that the economy doesn't look good, and indicated by the S&P 500. We have been having these 2 consecutive months of losses. We had this, engulfing candle here, and now we are forming like some kind of a downward bearish trend here. which if you look at the resistance, we really don't have much resistance. If we break, this $4,200 level, then the most obvious, like the most recent resistance, like support, might be at the $36,000 level. Or I drew this one on the weekly chart, but you know the next support might be at $4,000 level. Or if you break, you might go back to like $3,600 level. So that's something to watch for the economy, because as you know, generally the crypto market is most correlated with the economy. So um, yeah, if the economy doesn't look good, then generally the crypto market doesn't look good as well. That was for it, guys. I'm going to take a final look at the total crypto market cap, which has a similar picture to Bitcoin and Ethereum. We had this resistance at the T2 indicator and the 50 days moving average, 50 weeks moving average rather. And if a splash is supposed to occur, you might get a rollover back to about the 1.2 trillion dollar level for the entire crypto market cap. So yeah, so if you want to trade this market this week, what are the trading opportunities? You might go back to the shorter time frames, but I'm not a big fan of trading shorter time frame because there's just too much noise for me. So if I'm interested in trading this market this week, I might wait to kind of take a short position. But I'm not also a big fan of shorting because the crypto market can surprise you at any time. Like some celebrity, some Elon Musk, for example, can tweet at any time and the market just goes up, 10, 20%, and you lose your position. So for the week, guys, that is my analysis. Take care of yourself and see you next week. Bye.